Hey everybody, this your girl Miss J from DCSC Talks. Please follow, like, and subscribe on all social media platforms. I want to give you an update on the Finesse Two Times story. So last night it was some conversations exchanged between the owner, people affiliated with the owner, and I'll say conversations with the public, because when you do a live, that's for whoever's following you in the general public. And so the owner, the some people affiliated with the owner, as well as Finesse Two Times, they all went on some form of social media platform, allegedly, and gave their perspective of the story. So the owner basically was saying that they paid Finesse Two Times $26,000 up front. Basically, the show went off. The show was good. They felt like it was a good show. He popped his, it was good. The altercation happened with Finesse Two Times team and the people within the establishment. So it basically went down south from there, based off of what allegedly with the owner and people affiliated with them were doing their lives last night. So they basically said on the way out the door, allegedly, that Finesse Two Times team also took $70,000. And so they put, and I'll show the receipts, the different receipts. I'll go ahead and put it up. They put the pictures up last night on their live and on their different feeds showing the camera. The first picture is the guy in the red is supposed to be somebody on Finesse Two Times team that got paid up front. The next picture is the pictures of whomever the females were and the people at the door taking the money after the altercation happened. Okay? So basically, Finesse Two Times also responded and was like, everybody knows his story. He been in and out of prison since the age of 15. He's recently got his big break. His music is hard, as far as his rap lyrics and stuff like that. And he was saying that, they paid him some of the money up front. He also said the show was good, no issues. He was saying, they were overly friendly or intoxicated and getting too close. He jumped up, his team automatically gonna react. He was saying that what was paid up front wasn't all of it, but a percentage of it was also the owners. But all of it was taken leaving out the door. So with that said, and this is all alleged, Instagram lives, Facebook lives, all type of social media platforms is out there. Fair Use Act for the general public. So my response is, I'm a little bit confused of like making it whole. Like when you have a situation like that, and when I think we just in the African American community, and I'll say for the people that I'm connected to, whether people personally or not, like when somebody had a struggle and they made it, you genuinely proud of them. So, I think that a lot of people are genuinely proud and want anybody that has any kind of story to make it. But you gotta make people, when you get to that level, you gotta be able to conduct business differently. And in the business world, not the street world, you should want to make people whole, because your name is, your reputation is attached to your brand name. And in order to keep that image, you have to do things that you might not typically do if you was conducting business in the street. And I think it's a little bit of confusion right there because, when you make people whole, it's not weak. It's a mutual respect. The situation didn't go according to plan. I didn't get, shortchanged out of anything. You ain't get shortchanged. And we ain't doing business together no more. And you walk away, but when you leave a situation like that, what can people say? Nothing. You can't leave a door open for people to walk through. And I think that's what happened in this situation, because at the end of the day, if a percentage of it was theirs, then they should get it. And if they don't, because the next receipt that I have, the lady basically we could take it to court. And that's not police for a civilian. And that mentality can't be imposed on people that don't live by the street code. If you was shortchanged, you might handle it totally different if you from the street. Meaning somebody didn't pay you all your money. But you can't expect a person that is not a street person to think that way. And is like, okay, is a lot of police stuff going on with them wanting to potentially or allegedly seek legal remedies, putting it out there on social media. But at the end of the day, you can't be in situations that leave that door open. And when you out here and if you gotta move a certain way and prison is not an option, then you gotta do security a different way. Because the way you doing security is going to lead to a situation that might get you back where you don't want to go. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of times the people that are really trying hard to stay out of trouble, it be the people around you. Because they may not have changed to the level you changed. And that's a problem in our community because we think money gonna change everything. But the people that really make it out of our community are the people that change their mindset. The ones that stay out and don't ever be broke again a day in their life. And it ain't about selling your soul because you don't gotta do it that way. But you got to be willing to be uncomfortable. You got to be willing to be around people that you might think lame. You got to be willing to operate at a whole different level. And that's how we make it out the hood and don't never go back. But we got ourselves thinking like if we get opportunities and get financial rewards and we start operating differently, then we a sellout. You always gonna be who you are if you truly who you are. People that change when they got money, that's always been a part of them. Money don't change you. It makes you more who you are. So if you wild and crazy before you got money, you gonna have wild and crazy when you get money. If you have nice and generous and humble before you get money, you gonna be more of that. It's just as simple as that. And it's interesting to me, you know, that is a lot of back and forth on social media, and that people complain about like social media or the blogs, but it's out there because we don't know conflict resolution. The next video, the next slide that I have, that somebody affiliated put out, you could already see what was in hand. Like, why? And this is alleged. And, you know, out there, Fair Use Act on the social media websites. But we got to get past that. And that's, again, about conflict resolution and understanding that it don't have to come to that. It really don't have to come to that. And I encourage anybody to get off the road of self-destruction, because it's self-destruction for a reason. Self is in front of it. And it's self-destruction when you are not able to change. And it's hard getting acclimated back to society. And you do walk around feeling like people don't understand. But that's why you get help. And that's another thing we gotta stop. Like, or have somebody on your team that's calm, level-headed. If you don't want to get help, you don't want to get therapy, you gotta have a support system, like a real support system. Like somebody that's gonna keep it cool, calm, and collective. Because otherwise, that's why it's called self-destruction, because people will mess up their own bag and then be like, they did this to me because they ain't want me to succeed. No. And at the end of the day, and that may just be my business philosophy, but I do believe that people should be made whole. And I don't believe that we always got to go to court for it. Now, if somebody trying to be excessive or greedy, that's a whole nother thing. And I'm not saying that lawyers shouldn't be involved, because people settle out of court or get lawyers and draft up documents and do things and never step foot inside of a courtroom ever. And you never hear about it because they got enough sense to know. Like, bruh, if this get dragged out in the media, no matter if I'm right or wrong, it's not going to look good for me. So you got to also have people around you that just got basic common sense. And it's crazy to me that it's like, if a person is a civilian, a business owner, and just an everyday person, and they are wronged by somebody and they seek a legal remedy or put it out there that they have been wrong, it's like, you know, they have malice intent. No, it's not. And it's a fine line, because if most people that have a heart wouldn't want to even get the police involved, because even civilians of a certain ethnic background don't, you know. So that ain't like, that's something that we do anyway. But if a person is put in a situation where they have to do it and seek legal remedy, then they do what they have to do. And I don't think it should be any judgment. Now, it's a whole different thing if that you live in a whole different lifestyle. But, you know, that's, you know, neither here nor there when you have an opportunity. So I'm going to stop right here. This is your girl, Miss J from DCSC Talks. Please like, follow, and subscribe on all social media platforms.